As many as you parents know who's been shelling out a lot of money for tuitions, as well as also some of you recent grads, it is the time for graduations of year. Now, there was a special one last night, though, and I guarantee almost everyone out there hasn't seen anything like this. It was held in a New York State prison, maximum security prison, where inmates have earned college degrees. It's all part of a very successful program called Hudson Link. And our own Dominic Carter was there at the prison last night. Dominic, I've been to a few of these, and it's some of the best commencement speeches I've ever heard.
Well, Richard, number one, 300 graduates of Hudson Link, and not one has been back to prison. Think about that for a second. Wow. 300 graduates, not one has gone back to jail. Now, these are folks that are turning around the lives of incarcerated men and women where they can have a positive impact on their own lives, families, and communities. It was quite an emotional night at Sing Sing Penitentiary.
Awesome.
It's a graduation, and it's traditional in many ways.
Manuel Mena.
But welcome to Sing Sing Maximum Security Prison, the Mercy College graduation for inmates. It's all part of a remarkable program known as Hudson Link. 300 men have now earned college degrees. Hudson Link is even run by a former inmate. How many graduates have ended up back in trouble?
Not a single graduate in 13 years has come back to prison.
You're serious?
Serious.
Sean Kyler was the valedictorian.
I went so far as to rob my mother after she spent her hard-earned money to send me to parochial school of her opportunity to see her only son graduate from high school in 1988. I had the audacity not to even show up at graduation, and she had to suffer the humility of going to school and picking up my diploma. I had to live with that shame for 21 years.
Kyler has been incarcerated for 18 years and delivered quite an address. Kyler won't be released until 2020, but this time, mother and son were able to share in his accomplishment.
To see this, is it's a lot, and I'm thankful to Mercy College, to Hudson Link, and everybody that was able to do something for my child, to help that when he gets out of here, that he can walk out and do something for somebody else.
It hasn't been easy. Nobody handed this to you, but that degree you're getting today from Mercy College is exactly the same degree that they earn on campus. And you deserve it, you earned it, and you guys have accomplished amazing things under great odds.
There was even a special famous guest in attendance.
What can you contribute to help make the system a better system for all of us?
The graduation is also a long time coming for family members. Meet the Bartley family. Explain that $1 million smile on your face. What's that about?
I just found out that he's magna cum laude, and I am so elated. I am so elated right now.
Your brother.
I'm ready to go, like, yeah.
And they were there for Lawrence Bartley.
Well, I have 4.5 years left, and I hope to go home. Unfortunately, I've been here since I was 17 years old. I'm 40 years old now, and I'm just want to go home and be with my family, and I got a degree. I go on to the master's program next.
What do you teach?
I teach political power in America, and this is my first semester.
How did it go your first semester?
So far, it's going very well. I'm very proud of all my students. I have 2 here today. They come well prepared. They are very up to date on all current events. They're very opinionated. They do a wonderful job in class.
Why do you do what you do?
I think the question is, why wouldn't someone want to do this? I mean, this is a really great opportunity for people who maybe didn't have this opportunity to go to college or get a higher education before.
Some even came back to prison last night when they didn't even have to, like Clarence Macklin. Just recently, Clarence was an inmate at Sing Sing. He could have gone to the traditional graduation at Mercy College, but instead he chose to receive his diploma at the Hudson Link graduation.
I chose to come back because these are the guys that I put the sweat in with. We put the work in together.
these are the guys that I started school with, so I wanted to finish with them also.
And that last man, he walked into the prison with us, and after several security checks, Richard, he left the prison with us. Now, we do want to thank prison officials for their kindness last night. Richard, I saw many people wiping away tears, including myself.
You better have.
Including myself. Now, Hudson Link is an amazing program. Again, 14 years, and not a single graduate has returned to prison.
And by the way, not a single taxpayer dollar has been spent on this. It's all private funding. The guy with the same last name as me is my brother. He's been very involved with this for a long time here. And I can tell you, having gone to some of the things, you walk out of that, you believe in the redemptive nature, as you said, of the human spirit, and the families that they've said this is the first time they could be proud. You know, they were ashamed and embarrassed about where their kid was, but they walk out of there so proud of their son.
And you know what, Richard? You don't have to be a bleeding heart liberal. Yep. And you walk in, oh, what taxpayer dollars are going on? They're getting educations. No, not at all. As you said, private funding, and I don't care who you are. When you're done at that graduation, boo-hoo-hoo, as I was last night.
Taxpayers' dollars should go for that.
Yeah. It should, Congressman.
It's the smartest investment we could make. All right, we come back. We're going to remember an important day. Stay with us.